What is administrative law? Administrative law in the United States governs how executive agencies, federal, state, and local, create rules, enforce regulations, and adjudicate disputes. It sits between statutory law passed by legislatures and judicial review, providing the procedures and limits for agency action. Legal foundations and the APA. The principal statutory framework at the federal level is the Administrative Procedure Act, APA, of 1946, which sets procedures for rulemaking, adjudication, and judicial review, including notice and comment rulemaking, definitions of rule and adjudication, and standards for courts reviewing agency action. Congressional statutes that create agencies, organic statutes, and constitutional constraints complete the legal basis. Core functions of agencies. Agencies perform three main functions: rulemaking, promulgating regulations, enforcement, inspections, penalties, and adjudication, deciding claims or licenses. Rulemaking can be informal, notice and comment, or formal depending on statute. Agencies also issue guidance and interpretative rules with varying legal effect. Judicial review and standards. Courts review agency actions for statutory authority, reasoned decision-making, and compatibility with constitutional protections. Historically, doctrines like Chevron deference instructed courts to defer to reasonable agency statutory interpretations. However, recent Supreme Court decisions have substantially reduced or overruled Chevron-style deference, increasing judicial scrutiny of agency authority. This change affects how agencies draft rules and justify actions. Practical principles and limits. Administrative law balances the need for expert, flexible governance with accountability. Agencies must act within their delegated authority, follow required procedures, and provide reasons for decisions. Political oversight, Congress and the President, judicial oversight, and public participation are complementary checks. Examples: Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, rulemaking on emissions. Social Security Administration adjudication of benefit claims. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, rulemaking and enforcement. For each, the APA and the creating statute determine procedures and judicial remedies. Agency remedies and enforcement. Affected persons can seek administrative appeals where statutes allow, pursue judicial review under the APA or statutory schemes, and sometimes obtain injunctions or damages where lawful. Courts may set aside rules that are arbitrary, capricious, exceed statutory authority, or lack required procedures. In practice, because of the complexity of modern regulation, agencies are essential for technical governance, but recent judicial trends emphasize stricter gatekeeping by courts over agency claims of statutory authority. Practitioners must draft clearer statutory justifications and robust administrative records. Summary: U.S. administrative law structures how agencies make and enforce policy, APA procedures, agency discretion within statutory bounds, public participation, and judicial review form the core. Recent Supreme Court rulings have altered deference doctrines, a key development for students and lawyers to follow.